Ba 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 da da ba ba ba. Oh, I guess Raiden couldn't help him because he also had handcuffs on. Oh. I forgot about that.
Yeah, the two of them were in a BDSM session.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I was personally joinking it thinking about it, and then I just forgot.
Where is this located? Like, what?
New York, I believe.
Oh, okay.
Wasn't he going to take out the stock market thing?
That's true. And destroy this bridge that's, for some reason, has no one on it?
Nah, it's not busy in New York.
Like, we're in the middle of New York?
It's fine. I don't know. I think that... So, you know Fortune blocking those missiles?
Yeah.
That was luck, right?
Yeah.
At the end, because she didn't have the device anymore.
Right.
Like, that was a power. But in MGS4, they try to explain a lot of this stuff as, like, parasites and nanomachines and stuff. And I don't buy all of that as the explanation to all these characters.
Right.
There's definitely some that are supernatural.
Yeah, there's some that I could buy it for, but not all of them.
But you can't just retcon that. I mean, like,
Yeah.
I know you can. But, like, to me, when you're saying stuff like, oh, if somebody else comes in and they change things, which I understand, I'm not, like, attacking your point. You know, like, that could have compromised the story.
Mm-hmm.
Kojima did that, too. To his own story. He just started making stuff up that wasn't planned.
Yeah.
Like, later on.
Do you know what day it is today?
January 6th, Raiden!
30th?
Hey, wait, Rose.
Yeah.
George Washington took office as the first president of the United States of America 200 years ago to...
We're gonna get a history lesson.
Did you know that?
Yeah.
Right here.
On April 30th, yeah.
Why didn't you point it out?
At Federal Hall.
The dawn of a new nation, here. The end of the Patriot's secret rule. Liberation of this country. This was where it was supposed to begin. This is where freedom could have been born.
Would he have called it Outer Heaven again, like everyone else?
All you want is power at any cost.
Jack, it's not power I want. What I wanted to take back from the Patriots are things like freedom, civil rights, opportunities.
Who doesn't have civil rights?
Of this country. Everything that's about to be wiped out by their digital censorship. Jack, listen to me. We're all born with an expiration date. No one lasts forever. Life is nothing but a grace period for turning the best of our genetic material into the next generation. The data of life is transferred from parent to child. That's how it works. But we have no heirs, no legacy. We brothers are called les enfants terribles, cloned from our father with the ability to reproduce conveniently engineered out. What is our legacy if we cannot pass the torch?
See, this is what I'm saying. You just say Fox Die changed that, and you literally could still have another Snake.
Yeah, easily.
When the torch is passed on from parent to child, it extends beyond DNA. Information is imparted as well.
Cock length, hair color. Did I mention cock length?
To be remembered by other people, by history. The Patriots are trying to protect their power, their own interests, by controlling the digital flow of information. I want my memory, my existence to remain. Unlike an intron of history, I will be remembered as an exon. That will be my legacy, my mark in history. But the Patriots would deny us even that. I will triumph over the Patriots and liberate us all, and we will become the Sons of Liberty!
Hey, that's the game title.
Nice. Roll the credits.
You know, I'm on his side, actually.
Raiden, are you receiving? We're still here.
How's that possible? The AI was destroyed.
Only GW.
Who are you?
To begin with, we're not what you'd call human. Over the past 200 years, a kind of consciousness formed layer by layer in the crucible of the White House. It's not unlike the way life started in the oceans 4 billion years ago. The White House was our primordial soup, a base of evolution. We are formless. We are the very discipline and morality that Americans invoke so often. How can anyone hope to eliminate us? As long as this nation exists, so will we.
Cut the crap! If you're immortal, why would you take away individual freedoms and censor the net?
Jack, don't be silly.
Don't you know that our plans have your interests, not ours, in mind?
What?
Jack, listen carefully, like a good boy.
The mapping of the human genome was completed early this century. As a result, the evolutionary log of the human race lay open to us.
We started with genetic engineering, and in the end, we succeeded in digitizing life itself.
But there are things not covered by genetic information.
What do you mean?
Human memories, ideas, culture, history.
Genes don't contain any record of human history.
Is it something that should not be passed on? Should that information be left at the mercy of nature?
We've always kept records of our lives, through words, pictures, symbols, from tablets to books.
But not all the information was inherited by later generations. A small percentage of the whole was selected and processed, then passed on. Not unlike genes, really.
That's what history is, Jack.
But in the current digitized world, trivial information is accumulating every second, preserved in all its triteness, never fading, always accessible.
Rumors about petty issues, misinterpretations, slander.
All this junk data, preserved in an unfiltered state, growing at an alarming rate.
It will only slow down social progress, reduce the rate of evolution.
Raiden, you seem to think that our plan is one of censorship.
Are you telling me it's not?
You're being silly. What we propose to do is not to control content, but to create context.
Create context.
The digital society furthers human flaws and selectively rewards development of convenient half-truths. Just look at the strange juxtapositions of morality around you.
Billions spent on new weapons in order to humanely murder other humans.
Rights of criminals are given more respect than the privacy of their victims.
Although there are people suffering in poverty, huge donations are made to protect endangered species. Everyone grows up being told the same thing.
Be nice to other people.
But beat out the competition.
You're special. Believe in yourself and you will succeed.
But it's obvious from the start that only a few can succeed.
You exercise your right to freedom, and this is the result. All rhetoric to avoid conflict and protect each other from hurt. The untested truths, spun by different interests, continue to churn and accumulate in the sandbox of political correctness and value systems.
Everyone withdraws into their own small gated community, afraid of a larger forum. They stay inside their little ponds, leaking whatever truth suits them into the growing cesspool of society at large.
The different cardinal truths neither clash nor...
Nate, I think you're one of the Patriots.
But nobody's right.
Not even natural selection can take place here. The world is being engulfed in truth.
And this is the way the world ends. Not with a bang, but a whimper.
We're trying to stop that from happening.
It's our responsibility as rulers. Just as in genetics, unnecessary information and memory must be filtered out to stimulate the evolution of the species.
And you think you're qualified to decide what's necessary and not?
Absolutely. Who else could wade through the sea of garbage you people produce, retrieve valuable truths, and even interpret their meaning for later generations?
That's what it means to create context.
I'll decide for myself what to believe and what to pass on.
But is that even your own idea?
Or something Snake told you.
That's the proof of your incompetence right there. You lack the qualifications to exercise free will.
You took someone's advice.
I have no right.
Does something like a self exist inside of you?
That which you call self serves as nothing more than a mask to cover your own being.
In this era of ready-made truths, self is just something used to preserve those positive emotions that you occasionally feel.
Another possibility is that self is a concept you conveniently borrowed under the logic that it would endow you with some sense of strength.
That's crap!
Is it? Would you prefer that someone else tell you? All right then. Explain it to him.
Jack, you're simply the best, and you got there all by yourself.
Oh, what happened? Do you feel lost? Why not try a bit of soul searching?
Don't think you'll find anything, though.
Ironic that although self is something that you yourself fashioned, every time something goes wrong, you turn around and place the blame on something else.
It's not my fault. It's not your fault.
In denial, you simply resort to looking for another, more convenient truth in order to make yourself feel better.
Leaving behind in an instant the so-called truth you once embraced.
Should someone like that be able to decide what is truth?
Should someone like you even have the right to decide?
You've done nothing but abuse your freedom.
You don't deserve to be free.
We're not the ones smothering the world. You are.
The individual is supposed to be weak, but far from powerless. A single person has the potential to ruin the world.
And the age of digitized communication has given even more power to the individual. Too much power for an immature species.
Building a legacy involves figuring out what is wanted and what needs to be done for that goal. All this you used to struggle with. Now we think for you.
We are your guardians, after all.
You want to control human thought? Human behavior?
Of course. Anything can be quantified nowadays. That's what this exercise was designed to prove.
You fell in love with me just as you were meant to, after all. Isn't that right, Jack?
Ocelot was not told the whole truth, to say the least.
We rule an entire nation. Of what interest would a single soldier, no matter how able, be to us?
The S3 plan does not stand for Solid Snake simulation. What it does stand for is selection for societal sanity. The S3 is a system for controlling human will and consciousness. S3 is not you, a soldier trained in the image of Solid Snake. It is a method, a protocol that created a circumstance that made you what you are.
So you see, we're the S3, not you.
Fishing mailed. It's a long-ass cutscene.
Was the final test of its effectiveness.
That's crazy.
You heard what President Johnson said.
The Arsenal's GW system is the key to their supremacy.
The objective of this exercise was to establish such a method. We used Shadow Moses as a paradigm for the exercise.
I wonder if you would have preferred a fantasy setting.
With like women in bikinis and stuff? Yeah, I kind of would have.
Chose that backdrop because of its extreme circumstances. It was an optimal test for S3's crisis management capacity. If the model could trigger, control, and solve this, it would be ready for any contingency. And now, we have our proof.
I'd say you're sufficiently triggered, Raiden. You feeling emotional right now?
Raiden.
Feel like a
There
woman?
are also reasons behind your selection. Solidus raised plenty of other child soldiers. Do you know why we chose you over them? It was because you were the only one who refused to acknowledge the past. All the others remember what they were and pay for it daily.
But you turn your back on everything you don't like. You do whatever you like, see only the things you like, and for yourself alone.
Yes, Rose can attest to that.
You refused to see me for what I was. I lied to you, but I wanted to be caught. You pretended to be understanding, to be a gentleman. You never made a conscious attempt to reach out to me. The only time you did was when I gave you no choice but to do so.
I was just trying not to.
What? Trying not to hurt me? Dear, the one you were trying not to hurt was yourself. Avoiding the truth under the guise of kindness is all that you did. It occurred to you to do nothing but look out for yourself. Even if you claim that it was for my sake, that feeling was nowhere to be seen. In the end, everything was for your sake. I was never part of the picture.
Exactly right. So you see, you're a perfect representative of the masses we need to protect. This is why we chose you. You accepted the fiction we've provided, obeyed our orders, and did everything you were told to. The exercise is a resounding success.
Didn't I tell you that GW is still incomplete? But not anymore, thanks to you.
Your persona, experiences, triumphs, and defeats are nothing but byproducts. The real objective was ensuring that we could generate and manipulate them. It's taken a lot of time and money, but it was well worth it considering the results. I think that's enough talk. It's time for the final exercise. Raiden, take Solidus down.
Think again. I'm through doing what I'm told.
Oh, really? Aren't you forgetting something?
If you die, my child dies.
The termination of vital signals from your nanomachines means the death of Olga's child. Not to mention the death of Rose. She's wired the same way.
Rose, does she actually exist?
Of course I do, Jack. You have to believe me.
Damn!
It will be a fight to the death.
Solidus at least wants you dead.
We will collect the necessary data from this last fight. Then we'll consider the exercise closed. So, Jack the Ripper, will it be Solidus, the Patriot's creation, or you, Solidus's creation? Our beloved monsters, enjoy yourselves.
Jack, my son. My clone brothers and I are called monsters, replicates of evil genes. You are one of a kind, but still a monster, shaped by a dark and secret history. We need to decide which monstrosity will have the privilege of survival. By the way, Jack, I was the one who killed your parents.
What? Why would you drop that?
I don't know. Why'd he throw that out there?
I claimed you for my own and raised you as a soldier in the army of the devil. I am your foster father and your worst enemy.
Why?
Because I needed to know whether we were really someone else's creation. We're repeating history, Jack. Liquid and Solid hunted down Big Boss, trying to sever the tie that bound them to him. Unless you kill me and face your past, Jack, you will never escape. You'll stay in the endless loop, your own double helix. It's time we were both free.
That was quite the toss.
I know. And it freed his hands.
Yeah.
Now my question is how you get those off later. Those bracelets, you know, from the handcuffs.
Yeah, right.
I have other reasons for wanting you dead.
I think you're stupid and fat and ugly. And by the way...
GW have been erased, but there are other traces. Inside you.
What?
The information is being carried by the nanomachines in your cerebral cortex and throughout the neural network they formed.
This cutscene actually might be 45 minutes.
It's very long, isn't it?
I feel like I'm watching a movie.
Yeah, welcome to Metal Gear Solid 4 when we get there, dude. That one's gonna be difficult, like...
Jeez. Okay, we have to kill him with the Republican blade.
Right, take Solidus down. Think about Olga's child and your Rosemary. You must win.
Call, Otacon.
Raiden, you don't have a lot going for you with just your bare hands. You have your own blade. Use it.
So, one thing that I'm wondering, which I'll tell you in a second...
Watch out for Solidus' snake arms. If they catch you, shake yourself free by pressing the left stick or the buttons again and again.
one thing I find interesting is also, did you notice that they can mimic other people's voices?
Okay, how's your murdering going?
Whoa, look at her eyes.
Yeah. So who's to say that, like, if you called Emma, you know,
Yeah.
that wasn't the Patriots?
Well, who's to say anything in this game is real?
Right. But I'm just saying, like, even if there was stuff that was...
Strong. Whatever happens, don't forget that my life's at stake too. Try to do something for me for a change.
Rose is very manipulative in this.
Yeah, and my thing was, like, even if, like, say there were things that were real, like, say that Emma was real and we really led her, who's to say that, like, one of those calls we did when we called her over the Kodak wasn't just the Patriots?
Yeah, that's true.
You know, and
Right.
that, like, she couldn't be standing there, but they couldn't be speaking for her.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do the boss fight, or do you want to talk about anything that just happened? It seems like there was, like, 50 double crosses.
Yeah. There was kind of a lot that just went on.
Yeah.
In that, in general. I don't know. I haven't really, like, gathered my thoughts on that.
So basically, like, Solidus had his plan.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, Ocelot had his plan, but the Patriots manipulated him and didn't tell him the full plan.
So, what was the point of simulating Shadow Moses Island here?
Basically, they did kind of want to partially see, I think, if they could create another Solid Snake, but that wasn't really the goal. The goal was to see if they could shape someone by using previous stories, by recreating them to turn them into someone else.
So did the Big Shell actually exist, or was he in a computer simulation the whole time?
That's part of the question.
Oh, okay.
Of the game.
Okay.
But, like, either way, it's a simulation. Because
Yeah.
even if the Big Shell existed, it would just be a real-life simulation. Where they
Yeah.
controlled the, you know, the
Yeah.
factors and tried to push him in a direction.
Well, it had to have been real because Fat Man was there and all these people were walking around.
Yeah.
And, like, were they all walking around a computer?
But what if they weren't real? What if they were computers?
Like, Fat Man wasn't real?
Yeah. Just like how in the
But
VR...
he just said we brought in Fat Man and Stillman to kind of see what they would do.
What if they just brought them into the simulation, though? Kind
That's
of
true.
like how in the VR missions, there's soldiers walking around, but they're not real soldiers.
That's true.
But they breathe, and
Yeah.
they talk, and they do things.
Right.
It's very weird, and, like...
It's interesting.
I would argue up until Metal Gear Solid 4 was made, all of this stuff was supposed to be very open-ended. I do believe that most of the events actually did take place.
Yeah.
But I think they were a real-life simulation. That said, I think that before MGS4 was created, I think that a lot of this was going to be Kojima's final Metal Gear game. And I think that it was going to be like a question of, did any of this actually happen or not? You know? Like that MGS1 happened, but you don't know past that if this did. And...
Whoa, geez.
I'm sure there's things that still might not have happened here, but I do think most of it did happen. Personally.
Yeah. I mean, I guess, and maybe I don't know any fan theories on this.
I thought you hated fan theories.
I do, but I don't know what...
Unless they're yours.
I have good fan theories, no one else does. That's kind of the distinction.
Like when you have good story pitches, but then other people's fan fiction is bad?
Yeah, right,
Got it.
exactly.
I think you're just a narcissist, actually.
No. Hey, let's make this about me.
Okay, let's talk about you again, please.
Yeah, please.
My favorite subject.
It's been a little while. I need to talk about myself.
It's been 10 seconds.
But no, I
Doc Ock
think
is ripped here.
I think the Big Shell and everything was real. I guess I don't. And my only reason being for say that is because...
Whoa. I couldn't move, I got stuck.
Is because remember when we went into the area and we could start to see like the computer stuff on the ground?
Yeah.
I think that became the simulation. But like the Big Shell and stuff like that, like throughout the game, like right now, we're not walking on a computer.
Well, in that, we were literally just inside of Arsenal gear, though. I think that's why, because we were standing on top of a mainframe, literally.
Yeah.
Like, imagine you were inside of my PC, not like in the digital part of it, but standing on the components of it.
Yeah, right.
I think it was just a huge...
So that's what I'm saying. So like with Big Shell, we weren't, obviously, because we were on like a boat. But then we got to the computer part of it. But they were still able to, like, manipulate events and things like that on the big shell.
But also, who's to say that they couldn't make a computer simulation that looks like this? Like, why does it have to look like a computer? Just because they show the VR simulations working that way doesn't mean the Patriots wouldn't have more advanced technology than that.
Sorry, I mean, do you think this is real?
I do.
Like, do you think they're actually in New York?
Look, I do. I'm not trying to be like the college-level devil's advocate here. I'm just trying to say that's how the idea works.
Right.
Like, who's to say that the Patriots couldn't still create a fake world that looks like this?
No, that's true.
And that's kind of an argument in real life, too, of, like, you know, a lot of people think, like, there's... I disagree with this, but a lot of people think it's like, well, we're in the Matrix type thing, you know? Like, that there are parts of the real world that are fake and manipulated, and there are scientists who have proposed the theory that our world is a simulation, you know, for another world.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying I believe that, but I'm saying that this idea, not that Kojima was the first one to come up with it, or that the other, I'm sorry, I'm forgetting his exact name. Was it Fukushima or Fukuhara? Whatever.
Like Tokugama Fukushima or something.
Not that, like, they were the first ones to come up with it, but, you know, like, it was kind of a revolutionary story for video games at the time. You gotta think, how many video games tackled this idea? Like, I guess the video games based off of the Matrix movies?
Yeah.
And a few others? Not many. Like, this is kind of, this is a story that if it came out now, how everything was fake, you wouldn't be shocked, right? You'd be like, yeah, like, that's a science fiction concept, and it's been floated around for a long time, especially since the 90s in pop culture. It wouldn't be shocking, but, like, for it to be a video game, I think they did a very good job with it, and it was kind of, revolutionary?
Yeah.
In a way?
Right.
You know, and not to get too into it, but it reminds me very much of Cloud Strife, like this character, where it's like a character who, I'm not going to spoil, you know, anything, because I think Jill and I are going to play through that game. Some people I'm sure have never seen it. But Cloud Strife is a character very much shaped by his and others' experiences, who feels used, and there's like a lot of story beats with that later on.
Yeah.
Raiden feels very much like that to me, where it's like, well, who is Raiden? Like, how much of Raiden is what was around him?
Right.
And how much of Raiden is Jack? Like, actually Jack.
Right. Whoa, dude, he's declothing right now. He's slowly becoming his brother, just kneading the shirt off. Oh, good call.
Right, you have to beat Solidus. This is your last duty.
We're not just pawns in some simulation game, you know.
Yes, you are. You're nothing but mere weapons. No different from fighter jets or tanks.
What the?
The old model destroyed 4 years ago was Rex.
The new amphibious model is Ray.
Both of these are the same as the code names used by the U.S. Armed Forces to refer to Japanese warplanes during World War II.
Your code name, Raiden, too, comes from the Japanese Navy's name for one of its interceptors.
Stop it. I'm not a weapon.
Oh, really? Do you know the code name the U.S. Armed Forces used for the Japanese fighter Raiden?
It was Jack. Both of you are just weapons to be used and thrown away.
Just weapons to be used on the battlefield. Just pawns in a game. Exactly as you said.
Kojima couldn't help himself. He had to throw the battlefield word in there.
Now, it's time to fulfill your purpose. Defeat Solidus.
So this is what's weird, by the way. The Patriots have a point with the context and the content and all of that stuff. And it's a fair point. By the way, the game's not frozen. I paused it.
Okay.
It's a fair point, right? Like, you're choking your world out with all of this information that's useless. Like, hey, did you guys see the pussy lips on that model when she had a slip on stage? It's like, that kind of stuff is pointless. Or like, hey guys, new conspiracy theory just dropped. What if we're all dolphins? It's like, yeah, this is useless info. They're right about that.
Yeah.
But I think for me, even if you could get behind their idea of, it is censorship, despite what they say, of creating context, even if you could get behind that idea of giving up freedom for it, which some people have in real life, the fact that they don't see value in human life anymore, You know, like they say they're their guardians, but when you listen to them talk, there's several times where you can tell the AI has a level of contempt.
Yeah.
That it's forming for humans. Like when they say, you're a weapon has no right to think for itself, or, you know, this is what your freedom leads to. You don't deserve freedom. They're using words like deserve and rights and you are, and it's assigning value to humans. And so it's like, I think the AI has also over time in this universe become more jaded.
Yeah.
Like I think that AI started out as like what was intended to be a positive thing. Like I think it was intended to protect humans, but it's actually hitting a point here, you can hear from the language of it, where like it has a level of contempt for those humans. You know, like it's not valuing them anymore, and it values them as like a group, right? Like it's like, oh, well, we'll protect the group, but you, the individual, you don't matter. Well, how long until the group doesn't matter? Like what size of group does GW or Arsenal or any of these AIs, what size of group does it have to be to matter? Like if you have to blow up New York to save the group, that's going to be worth it to the AI. What if you have to blow up Australia to save the group? What if you have to kill all, I don't know.
India? I don't know.
What?
I just picked a country.
Why do you always go after India?
I just picked a random country.
Well, no, genuinely, oh, by the way, that would be an interesting topic soon. What's going on with India and Pakistan that no one's talking about. Genuinely.
Yeah.
That, like, everyone's ignoring. Dude, like, though, but, like, at what point is it, like, the group doesn't matter anymore? You know, because if you can devalue the individual, you can devalue a group, right? And that's how Nazi Germany started. It started with one individual devaluing another individual. Genuinely. It was Adolf Hitler devalued specific Jewish people.
Yeah.
And then it became all Jewish people.
Yeah.
And that's what's happening right now with Palestine and Israel. It started out with, well, we don't really like people who support Zionism, and it genuinely has spread to, like, we don't like Jewish people. A lot of these pro-Palestine people, they genuinely hate the Jews. It's not just Zionism anymore. So, like, once you start devaluing a person, you can, and it's for the group, you can hit a point where you devalue a group, and then the group can get bigger and more broad. With Hitler, it was the Jews, then it was black people, then it was people who were crippled, then it was the gays. It literally just kept getting bigger.
Yeah.
Every time.
Right. No, and that's... Yeah.
I'm just saying that's a danger with these AI.
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of something like the Terminator, where AI just gets, like, out of hand.
Yeah.
But...
Jeez. Okay, Human Torch.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's kind of interesting. It's just... It's something that... I kind of wonder where the AI went bad. Like, was it after Harambe died? Did they realize that humans are no longer worth it?
I think it was after January 6th failed. They were like, well, okay, that was
all right. Well, okay.
I don't know how to take him out. He's winning. He's gonna beat me. Oh, come on.
Well, you have to just be better, stronger. Yeah, nice.
Yes,
you got
I
him.
got it.
Nice. You got solid us. Cool.
Another snake bites the dust.
I like that. This is really anime. I hate this game.
Yeah, this is the real twin snakes.
Whoa.
That's what you get for not having an eye.
Jeez, he's bleeding a lot. What the heck is that?
Sorry, I was just being hateful and bigoted. It didn't
Okay,
work.
makes sense.
I love his suit, by the way. Solidus's design is so cool.
I'm gonna be edgy. I don't.
Do you not like his design?
I was just being edgy.
Oh. Well, it wouldn't be okay if you disagreed with me.
I do like his suit.
You're just a weapon, Nate. You don't deserve to think for yourself. Whoa, why'd he get one last Seagal out there?
Well, he needed to.
So he really wanted to free them.
Yeah.
It's interesting to see, like, yeah, Solidus is a bad guy, but his goal was important to him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, kind of like from Wreck-It Ralph. Just because he's a bad guy doesn't make him a bad guy.
What they said is just because he was a bad guy doesn't make him bad in bed. You're censoring.
Yeah, right.
You're forgetting what Wreck-It Ralph
I'm sorry.
said. And then he offered Vanellope up to, he offered her up to the Bohemian Grove, like gathering of pedos or whatever. That's a joke. What if that no parking sign was designed by the Patriot?
Blue zone? Is that just only for Democrats?
So this is, I believe, the ending cutscene.
Oh.
I think we're at
What
the
is
end.
this? Like random cops?
I don't know, but I'm trying to see, because I think that the ending cutscene is where you can get a glimpse of Vamp, isn't it?
Who am I, really?
No one quite knows who or what they are. The memories you have and the role you were assigned are burdens you had to carry. It doesn't matter if they were real or not. That's never the point. There's no such thing in the world as absolute reality. Most of what they call real is actually fiction. What you think you see is only as real as your brain tells you it is.
Then, what am I supposed to believe in? What am I going to leave behind when I'm through?
We can tell other people about having faith. What we had faith in. What we found important enough to fight for. It's not whether you were right or wrong, but how much faith you were willing to have. That decides the future. The Patriots are a kind of ongoing fiction too, come to think of it. Listen, don't obsess over words so much. Find the meaning behind the words, then decide. You can find your own name. And your own future.
Decide for myself?
And whatever you choose will be you.
I don't know if I can.
I know you didn't have much in terms of choices this time. But everything you felt, thought about during this mission is yours. And what you decide to do with them is your choice.
You mean start over?
Yeah, a clean slate, a new name, new memories. Choose your own legacy. It's for you to decide. It's up to you. By the way, what is that?
Dog tags.
Harry McCock. Wait, what?
Nationality chat! And he just shook his head. He's like, you're a fucking idiot.
No, never heard the name before.
Yes, you have. That's your true self.
And my own life. I'll find something worth passing on.
Wait. Oh, I saw Vamp and I missed it.
Oh, you did?
Gosh dang it. Wait. He's back by the cab.
They taught me some good things, too.
I know. We've inherited freedom from all those who fought for it. We all have the freedom to spread the word. Even me.
Snake, what about Olga's child?
Don't worry. I'll find him. Count on it. As long as you keep yourself alive, he's safe.
They told me to press R1. I did, and it was R2. That's why I missed it.
I put a transmitter on his ray.
Did he head for the Patriots?
Yeah, but I have a feeling they gave Ocelot a bogus location to begin with. Cheer up. We have a better lead. This contains the list of all the Patriots.
But Ocelot took it.
The one we gave you wasn't the real thing.
What?
This virus is coded to destroy only a specific part of GW, namely the information about the Patriot's identity. Which means that there's a parameter coded in here that defines what that information is.
I get it. Analyze the code and you can probably find out where they operate. Count me in.
No, you have things to do first. And people you need to talk to.
Oh, whoa. Huh.
I did get it. He's standing back by the car.
Why?
Let's, I don't know. We'll talk about that.
Oh.
Let's show a picture of where he is, by the way, Jill. Because he's over by that cab, basically.
Who is this? Is this Rose?
Well, here's the other question about this being real or not. Did you notice how Snake just kind of showed up?
Yeah.
How'd he get there so quick? How'd
Yeah,
Rose
here's
get
Rose.
here so quick?
Slash, why is Rose here? She's a dick.
Look behind her.
Snake?
Look, Snake's gone.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Can I ask you something? Who am I, really?
I wouldn't know. But we're going to find out together, aren't we?
Oh. Yeah.
See me for what I am, okay?
I know.
So then the question is that the real Rose? You know?
Do you remember this place?
Of course. This is where we first met. I remember now.
Hmm?
Today is the day I met you.
That's it.
So, this game was a lot, and we are at the end.
I think I found something to pass along to the future.
What?
He said all living things want their genes to live on.
Are you talking about the baby?
Yeah. But genes aren't the only thing you pass on. There are too many things that aren't written into our DNA. It's up to us to teach that to our children.
What kind of things?
About the environment, our ideas, our culture, poetry, compassion,
Climate change.
sorrow, joy. We'll tell them everything together.
Is that a proposal?
This is for your ears only.
Well, what is he gonna say?
The N-word?
Oh, okay.
I don't know, like maybe he saved it. Like he said, I can be racist. That's what I'll
Dude, he's been
pass on.
waiting the whole game to say the N-word. He hasn't got the opportunity to say it.
Well, now he's saying it off the codec. Yeah, so then...
Let me turn off the Dan cam before I say the N-word.
No, the Dan cam stays on.
Okay.
What do you want to be when you grow up? A police officer who turns his Dan cam off during traffic stops. So, this is probably copyrighted. There is a lot here. I have a video I have to put up for Jill's channel in a minute on the day that this is going up. We can talk for a minute or two here, but I would actually like you to think about the game. And I'd like to do one more recording on Monday when we hang out, where we do some of the achievements and talk about what this game was.
Okay.
Because I feel like we could do that for about an hour probably or something.
Yeah.
In general, I love this game. What was real and what wasn't is very much up in the air. There he is, Tomokazu Fukushima. He helped write this. This is
Right
what I'm
underneath
saying.
him.
This is what I'm saying. there were other writers who wrote these games.
There's one.
But no, the other games?
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
just Kojima.
Yeah, and I'm saying there was one other writer.
Yeah, here.
Yeah.
And I think that there were other people who helped write dialogue and stuff here,
Right.
too.
I was trying to discredit your point.
But look at the script.
Yeah.
Do you see the
Yeah,
script?
no, there's a lot of people
That's
working
more
on
than
this.
one
Yeah.
person.
Right.
And look, the Codex script, look at that. That was Fukushima.
Yeah.
He wrote that, whereas
Right.
Kojima's not even given that. So, when we're looking at this, I think first off, more people should get credit for these games than Kojima, which is why, even though I really respect what he did and love his games, I think that when people look at him as this, like, godlike figure who wrote it all, it's the same thing with George Lucas. If you do that, you need to understand the history of what was made if you're trying to make a point. Not you, but the figurative you.
Yeah.
People will look at George Lucas and they'll say, yeah, look, Star Wars was better with him. He wrote it all.
Mm-hmm.
No, actually, he had a lot of people vet his work. And if you read the original Star Wars script with, like, Star Killer and all these things, it was not very good.
No.
His wife helped a lot. What was her name? Mary or... can't remember. His wife helped
Margaret or something?
Yeah, like something Lucas. Well, okay. That was the stupidest thing because they were married. Yeah, it was like Fukushima or something.
Marsha Lucas, yes.
She did a ton. Steven Spielberg, by the way, read over it and said, like, he gave his opinion on it.
Yeah.
Which I'm pretty sure was pretty harsh at first.
Right.
Like, those people all helped him shape his story.
Mm-hmm.
Guess what happened when he went to the prequels and he didn't have as many people helping him? Some of the writing got a little worse, or it was harder to get in line. Like, I like the prequels a lot.
Yeah.
I love them, actually. And I think Episode 3 is one of the best Star Wars movies ever made. However, I think there's a big argument that you could make that in Episode 2, at the very least, like that romance writing, if he had had more people helping him, maybe that part would have been better of the script. You know, and I think that's a fair point, right? So it's like, my point with this is, Konami, hire me, I have stories to tell. But also, my other point with this is, I think that when you look at these things and one person gets all the credit, sometimes it is one person. Like J.K. Rowling with Harry Potter, that was her. She wrote those books.
Yeah.
You can hate her, but you can't discredit she wrote those.
Yeah.
J.K. Rowling again, I love her.
Well, she also did
Please
Lord of the
sleep
Rings.
with me, J.K. Rowling.
Right.
I want to show you my Harry Potty.
Yeah.
Well, but yeah, J.R.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, Junior Tolkien.
Yeah, with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
That was pretty much him.
Right.
He had other writers who did proofread some stuff. Like, he would get together with C.S. Lewis and all these guys. But at the end of the day, it was him as the writer. When you get to something like this and there's so many people involved, that to me is where I'm saying, like, I'm open to the series continuing. Because if all these people could come together and it wasn't just Kojima, like he gets credit for, and he deserves a lot of credit, then why couldn't you get other talented people to come in and write good stories? Just like for Batman, how there have been bad stories written by people who weren't Bob Kane and Bill Finger, and there have been amazing stories that I think are better than what they wrote.
Well, and I guess my opinions on this have slightly altered after, like, I've, expressed some thoughts on it. I actually, I guess I'm fine with that. Because there's been so many...
Wow, was this debate class? Did I beat you?
Well, I'm just saying, dude, there's been so many people involved in this game that I think Kojima is...
You're like... after I expressed all my thoughts, you're like, damn it, L, he beat me again!
Well, I don't know. I mean, you proved a good point, That's the point of, like, changing,
But
like
you're right, too, though.
You hear opinions, and you can change your mind on it if it's a good point, and I think it is.
But you're right, too, though. Like, if you took Lord of the Rings, and you made 12 other people write it with J.R.R. Tolkien, that's a case where you wouldn't have gotten something as good.
Yeah. And I think it's...
So I get that, too.
I think it just kind of depends on the situation, I think...
What's with the trombone?
Yeah, what is... This guy's, like, really jamming out there.
Well, because he knew we were getting a little bromance.
Yeah,
so he's like, burn,
he's like, all right, here we go.
Take off your pants, Nathan. Show me that python.
Hey, wait, the trombone. Robin Eubanks. This is him right now.
Wow.
This is Robin Eubanks.
This is Robin's moment. He was like, I really got to put my soul into it.
But no, I just think it's... With books specifically, it's 99% of the time a book is written by a single person. So to me, I feel like it's kind of like... I feel like if multiple people are starting to like take those things from them and like, I'm gonna write a Narnia book now. It's like, well, you're not C.S. Lewis.
Right.
You know, like C.S. Lewis created Narnia. He thought of the characters. Yeah, he talked through things with his friend J.R. Tolkien, but it's his thing.
Mm-hmm.
So to me, if like John Smith down the street was like, I'm gonna write Narnia 8, it's like, no. You know,
right.
I don't buy that.
Well, unless it was like his son or someone who worked with him.
Yeah, worked with him, got him, lived with him, whatever.
Had sex with him,
that's a thing. But in thinking about like a game, yes, Hideo Kojima is probably a huge part of Metal Gear Solid.
Uh-huh.
Like, probably actually maybe one of the larger parts, if not the biggest part of Metal Gear Solid.
Right, like how your penis is the biggest part of you.
Exactly, yeah. But there were a lot of people that also helped him out, too. So,
yeah.
I guess for me, like, a video game like this is something where I could also get behind someone else creating a Metal Gear Solid game. I just would want it to be careful.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't want, like, some random person...
about passing on your genes. We can leave behind much more than just DNA. Through speech, music, literature, and movies, what we've seen, heard, felt, anger, joy, and sorrow. These are the things I will pass on. That's what I live for. We need to pass the torch and let our children read our messy and sad history by its light. We have all the magic of the digital age to do that with. The human race will probably come to an end sometime, and new species may rule over this planet. Earth may not be forever, but we still have the responsibility to leave what traces of life we can. Building the future and keeping the past alive are one and the same thing.
That's a cool ending.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think there's one more line of dialogue here from him, if I'm remembering right.
Is it like, subscribe
Snake,
to my
you
OnlyFans?
It's me. I've finished going over that disc.
Did you find the Patriots list?
Of course. It contains the personal data of 12 people. There was a name on it. Snake, it was one of our biggest contributors.
What's going on around here?
I don't know.
Anyway, where are they?
Well, we were right about them being on Manhattan, but...
But what?
They're already dead. All 12 of them.
When did it happen?
Well, about 100 years ago.
What the hell?
So who are the Patriots, really? You know? Like, the list of people that the Patriots were are all dead. Isn't that interesting? I saved 62 times. We died 26 times. To be fair to the 26 deaths, which is bad.
That was fine.
I think about at least 15 of those, we let ourselves be killed because we thought we were playing bad. Remember? We were like, okay, this is going bad. We could shoot our way out of the entire thing, but then it'll be like 10 minutes of that. Let's just...
And also, I think the other 11 of those was, you know, like some catastrophic event actually happened in our personal lives that caused us to, like, look to the side, you know, for a little bit, and then we died.
Yeah.
So, in reality, we didn't die once.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a very good point, actually. Yeah, I agree with that. I could get behind that. 0 deaths.
So, okay, so the Patriots are all dead. Elephant?
Okay, well,
we are a Republican.
fat?
We are, dude. We are
Whoa,
the GOP
that is
party.
based.
The GOP party is right there.
That is
based.
Us. Yes.
And we won with the Republican sword.
I think that's the best we could have done.
I know.
Is Trump going to recruit us? Look, we got the digital camera.
Hey, nice.
You can use it in tanker.
Why just the tanker?
We got it.
Oh, okay, got it.
Like, you can start with.
Got it. I get that. What are we going to take pictures of?
I don't know, nudes.
Oh!
How do you get the sword? Because there's a way to start with the sword, I think.
The Sword of Revealing Light?
Yes, that one.
Okay. Was that funny?
It was hilarious to me.
Wait, why is that red now?
Because we beat it as a Republican.
Cool.
So now our saves are red.
Awesome.
Konami was based.
I love
They were
it.
like, Raiden, what you need to do to pass on is own the libs. Watch several Charlie Kirk videos. I want you to binge watch Steven Crowder.
And then switch over to Ben Shapiro.
And then finish it out. Look, it's Snake or Raiden's face. And then I want you to finish it out with a marathon session of Alex Jones.
He's blue because he starts out as a Democrat, and then by the end he becomes a Republican.
Snake converts him to a Republican.
Yep.
And then in the very end, when you see him again, you can hear him listening on the codec, and you hear, "They're turning the friggin' frogs gay!" He's like, "Yes, Alex, I agree." So, a different time with these games, we're going to come back and we're going to do missions.
Okay.
Like, we're going to do, what do you call them? Like okay, whatever. Let's just show them real quick. Sometime in the future, we're going to do VR missions on these.
Okay.
For fun.
Yeah.
But there is also Snake Tales in this, which I believe are non-canon, essentially.
It's also a sequel to Dragon Tales.
It is. So these are, I believe, non-canon, but they're just fun missions.
Okay.
I want to talk about this more next time we hang out, because I think there's a lot here to unpack. Some of it we already did, but some of it is, like, so deep. This is one of the deeper video games ever made. I think, like, Metal Gear Solid 1 and 2's stories, when you put them together, are up there with, like, Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah.
For, like, depth of story.
Mm-hmm.
But...
No, I mean... What a good game.
I know, right?
Yeah, I don't know. We have a lot to unpack here.
I know.
Which maybe it would take, like, couple days maybe to, like, think about it, but
I think you should think about it. Just don't look up stuff about Metal Gear Solid 4.
Well, okay, so here's my question. Quick question here.
Yeah.
MGS4, it's called, like, Guns of the Patriots or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now that I know what the Patriots are, I just thought it was, like, a pro-Second Amendment title or something. Like.
That's just me.
Got it, okay.
That's just me.
Got it, okay. I'm actually adding this game to my top 100 favorite video games.
Is MGS1 on there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good.